Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Tampa. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
From the 29, Brady.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Again, it's Foreman. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A carry for Foreman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. To throw is Darnold. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Bucs had 6 and 9 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he coughed it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Foreman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run again with Foreman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Foreman. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll roll him out right.
And that'll be taken in downfield by Green.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On the draw, here's Foreman. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Succop's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And
Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Darnold from the gun, rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here
at their own 28-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On play action, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Brady going to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Brady to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a big...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 20.
So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks.
He's got a man, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Succa. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
For Marshall, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play.
2nd down at 4.
Here's Darnold. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, complete.
It's Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Brady now to throw. Flushed out, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady got to have this one. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Foreman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Foreman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Carolina, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.